to Penthouse. Yeah.
So you're saying that you think a house is way more important than a car?
Way more important than a car. If you don't have a car, you should get you a house first.
Yeah.
Okay, we got juice on there.
Yeah. Oh no, we definitely good. We're not letting that happen again.
Never again.
That was on me. I was fired that day.
If y'all watching right now, I'm literally fresh off the plane, so I still got the Ray Lewis neck brace.
Hey.
The Ray Lewis neck brace.
The Ray Lewis neck brace?
The Ray Lewis neck brace.
Because he used to be a middle linebacker?
Yeah, but let me see if y'all can hear this though.
Hey, before I get started.
Ooh, you heard that?
What is that? That's a compression? Oh, it's a massager.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your boy got the whole experience on the plane.
He trying to be comfortable on the podcast.
Trying. I've got the plane down to a science.
Hey, before I get started today, I got to send a shout out to my boy 9-6, man. Worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, for the Stop Simping hoodie. Let me tell you a little story.
Where my hoodie at, man?
Hey, let me tell you. Look, I don't know if they can get my name is on the back. Can you see
Get that? Yeah, they should be able to get. Oh, that boy went here. I'm like that on there.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you a story about this. My boy 9-6, I'm sitting at the thing. I say, man, you need to make like a hoodie, like Stop Simping or something like that, right? He literally said, hey, say less.
Say less.
Then all of a sudden, boom, here we are. I say, bro, I told him if he made it, I'ma wear it.
Yeah.
And you see, I'm on the podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
This is going out to people across the world. So
so y'all make sure y'all go rock with that, man.
I'm gonna put his Instagram, put all that down here at the bottom, and I'm gonna put it in the description of the YouTube video if you're watching that. So go check it out worldwide, man. Go get some clothing, go get some stuff from him. Go check that boy out, man.
I need it.
Yeah, I need it.
I need that stuff.
But yeah, man, you said so a house. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, you need to.
Because you gotta have a place to bring people into your world.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't keep living in other people's shit. That shit weak.
And I mean, our show is called From Mama's House to Penthouse. If you living at your mama's house, you know what it is.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to bring nobody in your mama's house.
Yeah, hell no. You gotta get up out of there.
Yeah, come on, man.
That shit not even cool.
And that's what it's about. That's why we doing this show, so you can get up out of there.
Yeah, for sure. Because the answer's back here, and if this is your first time on the podcast, make sure that you know what I'm saying, binge watch this shit. This shit fuck around, change your life, no cap.
Subscribe to every channel. Like I literally get people all the time talking about me, man. I start watching the podcast. I love the podcast. The podcast changed my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's some cool shit to do because that's what we do this for. Mm-hmm. We do this to change lives. We do this to make sure that you got the knowledge in your head that's gonna allow you to really do this.
To move ahead. And
then you just came from Ohio, though.
Yeah, it's colder than a pimp on a bitch.
Yeah.
And I really do mean that. I'm telling you, like, I'm not playing. It was like, it's cold-blooded out there. It's like nobody has no remorse. You need a jacket from Ohio.
Yeah.
If you in Ohio. Like, I was supposed to go work out. I literally went to go get my birth certificate. And on my birth certificate, in my YouTube video, I let everybody know
that you're not from Houston. You're not from Houston?
Just so you know, the birth certificate says from the
why you had to go get your birth certificate from Ohio?
Because my mother lives in Ohio. Is that simple?
Well, I'm saying, why your birth certificate there?
Because she lives there. She keeps. I'm her property. You know what I'm saying? She gonna keep the birth certificate.
You not from Houston, G.
All right, you know what time it is. I had to go get that. You know what I'm saying? And it was fun, but it was extremely cold.
My mind can't even process the temperatures you was talking about.
Dude, the weather people was on the news, and he was like, and on Monday it'll be 0 degrees, and you heard it in his voice. He had to prep for it, and even after his speech, he was like, "Yeah, whoo." And then after the anchor, they pan back to the panelists.
Yeah.
And both of them was sitting there like, "Whoo."
Yeah. Because 0.
And they said it too. They said 0. Okay,
0
we got
degrees,
to mentally prepare for that one.
0 degrees, basically, like it's no heat.
That's no heat.
0 heat.
Zero chance of any type of.
It's not gonna be hot nowhere
at all. And 32 degrees is below freezing temperature, right? Or something like
32
that.
Is freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing. So
well, it depends on if it's Fahrenheit, Celsius.
At 0, my mama was telling me like she'll go outside. If it's 0, you could throw a bucket of ice. I mean, cold water in the air, hot water in the air. It'll instantly freeze up. Yeah. Man, that's just too aggressive.
You want to hear some crazy shit I heard when I knew it was too cold other places?
Yeah.
I was watching it in New York. They was like, they had to get the homeless people off the street because it was -14. They said that if they was out there longer than 10 minutes, their blood would freeze inside their body. I said, come on, man.
Are you serious?
Serious shit. I saw that because I never knew that's a thing. I
Where
never
did
even
they
thought about
go?
it.
Where did the homeless people go?
Well, they were just getting them inside shelters and places like that, but they like had to go get them. You know, they just out there.
Yeah.
So it's like when you think about that, you like, God, it's so cold that you just outside, the liquid in your body just like.
But all I'm saying is my whole moral would be to get to a warm place if I was just asked out, I guess. But I mean,
But
it's just
I'm
probably hard to
shit.
think
But if you
about.
just in the middle of New York, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You been to New
know.
York?
I wouldn't. I mean, I guess
New York don't see. When I first went to New York, the feeling I got was it's the only city I felt like if you didn't grind in, you literally would just die.
yeah.
It just like
You
it's so,
literally,
it's just
you
so
see what just
fast
happened,
paced.
14
And
minutes,
before BC before Corona, right?
Yeah.
So I went to New York. I touched down, right? I'm excited. This is my first time being there. I just telling my brother, man, I always wanted to go to New York. I get to New York, I'm excited, man. I'm wearing my Houston stuff because I want people in New York to know, right? It's actually hot in New York because I thought New York heat was like
different.
LA heat. LA heat ain't shit. Like 100 degrees in LA, I walk around with this on, be fine.
Yeah.
New York,
you
heat is
got
like
that
Houston
breeze.
heat.
Yeah.
If it's hot in New York, it's hot.
Yeah, ain't no
I
little
get in
beach
there.
breeze out there.
I get in there, getting the Uber, and as I'm pulling into the city, I just seen people, the way people was hustling there, the way people had to like be going and going and going. I said, bro, if you don't grind in this city will kill you.
This city would literally kill
It
you.
will literally kill you,
You'll get
bro.
stomped
You gonna
on.
starve to death. Something. It's just like here in Houston, I feel like it's like if you don't, just it's cool. You'll be good.
You will be out of there, but
You're gonna be out of there anywhere you don't do anything. But I'm just saying, it ain't like
at least it ain't for negative 14 degrees.
yeah,
like.
exactly.
So you'll live at least. Goddamn.
What do you think would happen if it was negative 14 here?
Here?
Man,
I don't know, dude.
I don't think we could deal with it.
I don't know. I don't think we even know.
When they got a little bit of ice that one time, it was 1,400 wrecks.
That's what I'm saying. 1,400 wrecks. Wow. And then we not even equipped for that type of shit. Like they got whole snow plowing businesses out there.
They got what the fucking chains you put on your tires.
You know what I'm saying? Like all types of shit that allows you. They got like snow truck machines that come lay salt on the ground and shit like that. I mean, it's wild.
It snow out like that. You just in your house for the day.
Speaking of in the house, I was at the house in Ohio, out there at my mom's house, because that whole Tuesday I stayed there, and somebody had hit me up.
Where you from?
No. You funny. Somebody hit me up and they asked me a very good question. I think it's an excellent time to segue into
We should put an explosion.
explosion in there. Why not? Boom.
Just have like a little mama pop up.
Right? All right, my boy Ken hit me up while I was in Ohio because I had posted that video on my...
What up, Ken?
Ken, what's up, boy? Ken hit me up because I was in Ohio. I posted that video on my story. I was basically saying, I've been on calls all day. He say, damn, me too. He's like, I got a lot of leads, but like, what's something that I can do to, I guess, close them better? And
Convert them? Like,
yeah, convert them. And he worded it a very long way. But that was literally what I know he was saying. Like, what's the best way to convert these people I got?
Basically, I'm getting a bunch, but I'm not actually turning them into customers.
Exactly. It's like
that.
he's basically saying he has a bunch. But like, how do I close these? What do I do to convert these over into paying customers? It has to be something, because I shall say at least you got the hardest part done.
Leads.
If you can get leads, all you really need to do is listen to the rest of this episode.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna be all right.
It's like get that pipeline full.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. I think it was Grant Cardone used to talk about that. He's like, your pipeline full, you ain't gonna be worried about a lot of shit.
You ain't gonna be worried about nothing.
But if your pipeline full and you're not converting, then there's some stuff we could talk about in here in order to make sure that you bringing them in and you making money. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna tell you real shit. You want to pop this off? You want me to?
You got it. Go.
All right, look. So I've been on probably, I don't know, man, hundreds of sales calls over the last year or two. Mm-hmm. Like we've done everything from cold calling people, everything from like, warm leads that we get from like forums on websites, people who come through Instagram, just all kind of different places that I've been on sales calls. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed the dramatic difference. When I got on a bunch of reps of sales calls, which Ken, he's already getting a bunch of leads in, which is amazing.
Exactly.
Like getting on those reps, I would say there's, of course, the structure. I could teach people a nice structure to run their sales calls, but I realized, to be honest, that ain't the thing. Mm-hmm. It is. You should have it because it makes you organized, but
And then you'll even close you'll close some deals like that for sure. Just straight
Yeah.
structure, not the sauce that you about to give.
But
You'll still close.
Yeah, you'll get them. Like
You'll
basically,
close.
I could tell you like different structures, like a T-point structure. I could tell you like the sales presentation structure that we use, right? Like a lot of times with the coaching call clients, I go through these type of things. Like, okay, when you get on a call, this is specifically how you structure it to make sure that you closing deals. This is the type of stuff that we talk about. But every time I talk to them, they may run the structure and they still find themselves not closing the deal. And that leads them to say, well, Princeton, what is it? What's different? How are you getting on these calls and you closing these deals? How does somebody like DJ get on the calls and close the deals? And the thing about you, what's interesting, what I love, what we're going to talk about today is, a lot of times you don't even be remembering the structure.
No.
When the deal still gets closed.
No.
So,
I'm gonna be an
what's
excellent
happening
person to
there?
talk about this to even it out, huh?
but no, I'm saying what's happening there is what we're going to really dive into.
That's what we
like.
finna talk about.
And it's
today.
going to turn you to somebody who's a conversion machine. And also, as far as a business person, you're going to learn really why marketing works and why marketing doesn't work a lot of times. Because I've interviewed a lot of people because we're getting ready to, getting ready to put out this presentation, this business presentation. It's basically showing you how to build your business from scratch. And, you know, I'm asking people like, what causes people not to purchase or not to buy? And a lot of people that I interviewed basically cited this one thing that is the reason that they just don't purchase from people. So I think you ready to?
I'm ready to dive into it.
ready to
I
dive
know they ready too.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. So Napoleon Hill. We talk about Napoleon Hill a lot.
Oh yeah.
And when I first met you,
I feel like I know him.
Yeah, just like, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Ian, Uncle
Hill.
Napoleon, Uncle Hill. We got a lot of uncles on here, huh? We got Uncle Proctor.
Uncle Proctor. That just sounds funny.
Uncle Proctor.
That's Uncle Proc right there.
Uncle Proc. But anyway, no, there's a lot of people, you know, we fuck a lot of people on here. But basically, Napoleon Hill talked about something, and he called it having a pleasing personality. And when I first met you, you had just read Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, and you used to talk, and you just emphasized pleasing personality, pleasing personality, pleasing personality.
That book, when I read it, man, it was a breath of fresh air because it was like, it's like you've been moving one way, but then it's like some shit solidifies it, so you amplify it. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like true. The pleasing personality part. Watch how we dig into this one.
But I'm saying I've seen you employ that a lot of times. So me being somebody who comes from more of a technical background, I'm always trying to focus on like the systems, the processes, and the structures. But sometimes I feel like what will tend to happen when you get too deep in that route, you in the marketing, you in the weeds. What happens is you start to lose a bit of the soul, the likability.
You're like a robot.
Yeah, so it's like
a system.
When you're talking to people, like people may be trying to express something to you, and you so focused on getting the structure down that you use that human essence that's really making people connect with you. And I'm gonna give you some practical things. Like you can steal some of the stuff I'm gonna say today that I've seen that's been useful. But what I would really like you to do instead of trying to steal some of the stuff that we talk about in here is try to understand the overlying idea behind what we're talking about, the concept, the theme, because then at that point, you understand how to go out into the world and use this for yourself. So the big thing going to that is like me coming from a more technical background and you coming from a background of just, I'm working with people. I'm looking for people. I'm connecting with people. What I found out was there's two aspects to closing a sale.
Yeah.
So of course you got to know your shit.
Yeah. Or else.
Like, obviously I feel like at this point we shouldn't have to discuss, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah. For sure. I don't even think we have to discuss that.
Yeah.
With my guy neither.
Yeah, I know, Ken, you already getting leads, so you know what the fuck
So you know what the fuck you're doing. This is a very specific question.
Exactly. So you know your business, right? And anybody else who's watching is like, I don't know my business. Go get How to Start a Business in 30 Days. We'll help you know your business. But anybody, for the people watching this, you know your business. So the next part of it goes down to what I would call building rapport. So
the magic.
Building rapport. Now there's all kind of definitions of rapport, but just for the sake of our conversation today, let's just say the rapport building is when people feel that connection with you and it builds that likability.
Yeah, it's like a stranger. How do you make them know who you are?
Yeah. And even with funnels, we talk about funnels, and I think we talked about this on the episode about funnels. It's like when you bring somebody through the funnel, they have to know, like, and trust you before they'll purchase.
Exactly.
And that's basically what we can think about as rapport. Just remember that. Know, like, trust. So I don't care how good your structure is. I don't care how much you sell it. Unless your product is so good or the person needs it so bad and they don't feel like it's any other way that they can find a solution, they're going to go somewhere. They're going to go with somebody that they know, like, and trust.
Exactly.
And
Even if he can't even do it right.
Even if he's more expensive.
Even if he's more expensive, even if he trash.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And so the biggest thing what I've learned being on so many sales calls is when I was closing less sales calls, I was taking a lot of sales calls, but just similar to Ken right here, I was taking a lot of sales calls, but I would find myself not closing as many sales calls, even though I was the best at the structure. I had it down packed. I had it memorized. I know my shit. When people get on the phone with me and I start running down like, oh, this is how we're going to do the marketing. This is how we're going to do the advertising. This is how we're going to build your website. This is how we would put your brand together. Like when I get on the phone, I know my shit.
Yeah.
Anybody who meets me says, oh, damn, you know your shit. But then I used to be confused because I'm like, D, why some of these leads not closing? And I would see somebody like DJ on the call and he would say, and he wouldn't know all that same shit. He wouldn't know all that shit. He'll still close them deals. It's not to say I wasn't closing any deals.
Oh, no.
But what I'm saying is, it was just like some of the deals that it didn't really feel like you had everything locked in as far as the structure. Boom, there goes the sale. And it's learning how to have this rapport building skill and this empathy. You feel what I'm saying there?
Yeah, it's like this in body language. If you watching this, what he's saying verbally,
and if you're not watching, go watch it so you can see what he's doing.
This is like what he's talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be all the way over here trying to sell some shit. They be all the way over here.
Yeah.
You just got to be in the middle.
You gotta get in that's the pocket, really.
The pocket, you know what I'm saying? This is what rapport is. It's like once you do that, you just gonna get the flowing and everything just gonna go perfectly.
Yeah. So there's this great book, right? And it's about negotiation.
Book drop.
And it's getting more. Like this is the guy who does this negotiation course is at the Wharton Business College. His course was back before all this happened, was like a 2-year waiting list to get in the course. He was talking about this. And if I can remember the exact numbers, I might mess this up a little bit. But they was basically saying that, I believe it's something, I could be wrong. Y'all can look this up and get the exact figures or whatever, right? But I believe they said only like 20% of what makes somebody convinced in a negotiation has to do with the actual words that you're saying. So let's think of that as like your process.
That's like that good old saying that they don't remember what you say. They only remember how you
say it.
No. They only remember how you made them feel.
That's the truth. So that's what they were talking about. 10% of it was like your process. So think about 30% of it, something like that. It may have even been less. Was like your words and your process. Yeah. And that's not to say the words are unimportant. You're not walking up to people going blah 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 blah, right? But what I'm saying, they wasn't so concerned that you said the exact right words as if the kind of emotion you conveyed. And they said the other large percentage, which, like I said, you can get the real numbers. It's in the book. It's like a little diagram. I don't have it here. If I can find it, maybe I'll just put it up so you can see the real numbers. But I know those are not the exact numbers. I just know I'm approximating. It was like something like 60 to 70% was based more on like your body language and the way you kind of come off.
And just your energy.
Exactly. So the thing is, when we think about our customers and clients, why we don't convert them a lot more, this is the reason why. And I'm going to tell you something interesting. We're doing this a lot of times. We've never met these people in person.
Exactly.
So what is that? And I'm going to tell you the basic perception, the way you go into the call is important. So
there's ways that you can build rapport over a long period of time on social media too.
Yeah.
That's just another little hack.
That's what we're doing here.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
That's what, like, think about it. When it's time for you to go purchase a website, when it's time for you to do any marketing campaigns for your big business, because you got to think about it. We're going to be here on earth for a minute. So even if you watching Mama's House to Penthouse right now, and technically you think that you are not anything right now, you're just in the seed form. You're going to blow up. You're going to grow into this magnificent tree. And who you going to call?
Yeah.
You got to call us.
Yeah.
Because you know us at this point. You know that we are legit people. You know where to find us. You know, if you reach out to me, you know I'm going to hit you back.
Yeah.
You reach out to him, you know he's going to hit you back.
Easily.
And then even when it gets to astronomical numbers, you're still going to get reached back to. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know that, you know the rapport is here. You know us. You know, you feel comfortable. You know us. You trust us. You heard enough about his story. You've heard enough about my story. If you haven't, go to whoiscountrycowboy.com. Why do you think we even created that?
It's crazy you just said
not
that.
whoiscountrycowboy.com.
No,
Who is Country Cowboy?
The movie.
Why do you think we even created that?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny you say that, right? Because literally yesterday we got on the call with somebody, and I think you hadn't got on the call yet.
He said it again. I remember.
Yeah, he said, man, I watched the documentary, and it's like, I know everything that went on with y'all, and y'all know about products. It's like he was in Rapport. And then he didn't even know that, because if you watch Who is Country Cowboy, you should go check it out. But towards the middle, like when you're telling your story, you talk about me when you met me in there, right?
Yeah.
I pop in there. He was like, yeah, and there's another guy. I was like, is that you on there? I was like, are you Princeton? And he was just like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Hell yeah.
But think about the difference with that Rapport. Now I say this, I don't give a damn how good your product is. People might not buy your shit. They don't like you.
Oh, for sure.
This is actually something
you can have the best product. If they don't like you, they're not going to.
I'm just going to go over there because I don't like them.
I don't even like them.
I don't want to give
We've did that to multiple big companies. It's just somebody at the counter.
Yeah.
We ain't like. We went to a whole other store.
Exactly. Like Ashley Furniture.
I'm pretty sure they got their shit together over there.
Yeah.
But the way that particular store in the Galleria handled it.
Yeah.
We still on that.
We still on that. We positive, but we still on that.
We still on that.
That's to help them out, though. That's how I look at it. To make them a better corporate.
That'd be all right. We definitely hugged them in one episode, though.
Yeah.
We was in the middle of it.
In the thick of it.
In the middle of it.
But basically, when I look at that, though, the rapport that we built there is like, that's what people don't understand. Like, there's a bias. So there's 25 cognitive biases. And if you read Poor Charlie's Almanac, which is Warren Buffett's right-hand man, Charlie Munger, who Warren Buffett even says is smarter than him. He says he's smarter than him. He's got all these mental models about how he makes decisions. It's called Munger's models, right? Like, and this is important for stock investors and traders because he has all these things to keep from falling victim to the biases of your mind. So you know how you do some crazy irrational shit just because you got a bias? It's like, he talked about all these things. And in the 25 cognitive bias, he talked about the liking and disliking bias. And what this basically was, the disliking bias was the tendency to not believe or listen to information because you do not like the person who is delivering the information. And I know you know this.
Oh, yeah.
I know you've seen this thousands of times.
Oh, yeah. This happens mostly in your family.
You know the easiest place to observe this?
Where?
Politics.
True.
I don't like...
Well, like you more close. Like, it's like why one family member that's real close to the other one could be extremely successful and the other one is like not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like this person has all of the knowledge that you need, but you literally just don't like them.
Yeah.
So it could be exactly what you need.
You don't want them to be the one to tell you.
Yeah, you don't want them to be able to tell you that. It's basically what it is. So that's the truth.
Yeah. So, and like I say, in politics, like for example, let's take the Donald Trump, Joe Biden thing, right? Not talking about any sides, right? But let's just say Donald Trump because he was a lot more polarizing.
Yeah.
If you hate him and you watch our show, it's not that he could have had the best information on real estate, probably could have made you a millionaire, but you would not have picked up his book because of this bias. Now, I always tell people, fuck the person, right? If the information is good, the information is good. But that's how I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get that information regardless. I just always felt that way. I ain't never looked at like, well, this is person. Fuck that. I'm not about to go hang out with them.
Yeah.
I'm just about to take that information and use it for me.
Exactly.
But the disliking bias is something that happens. So when people do sales, I want you to remember this. And any great sales course that you go to will say this, right? Is like, we make decisions based on emotion and justify it with logic. That's kind of how we operate as human beings. So basically, I remember a while back, my brother, he had bought a house and the house was expensive. And when he bought the house, he started talking about, yeah, this is a good house because of this. And I just was observing how he made an emotional decision because he wanted the house. He was justifying why it was a good decision that he made it. So if you get people to like you, what they're going to do is spend the time trying to justify the decision. I'll give you a prime example. If somebody spent $20,000 with you, you think that they're going to, after they buy it, man, that was a stupid decision I made. They're going to, in their mind, because they like you, try to justify why they made that decision and why that was a good decision to make. So when we build rapport, the idea of rapport, it might be the most important part of the sale.
It is.
It's got to be, right?
No, because I was on a call with people from Winchester, Ohio yesterday. It was a real estate call. Yeah. And, basically we getting into like real estate syndication, like getting investors to come over here to put money into this project and things like that. But basically one of the things that one of the people asked on the call was like, he was like, yo, I know you talked about hard money loans, and I know you talked about like private money and stuff like that. But what's a great way to get like a private investor? And the dude he asked the question to just sunk low in his seat, like, here go this question again. Yeah. Because the reality is, it ain't no right way. The only way is to get. How else you gonna get somebody to give you $4 or $5 million? It's no way. You can't. It don't matter how technical you are, how many pamphlets you put together. It don't matter. None of that shit. The only thing that matters. That's what he was basically saying. He's like, yo, I can't tell you the only way to get a private lender or a hard money, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's just giving you straight up, giving you just like, here's like 20 bands here. Like the only person I would like, it's a couple people in life that I would just do that for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not even think about it because of the report.
And it's not, and it, like you said, it's not necessarily a logical decision I'm making.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a very logical person, right? Mm-hmm. But I know if you came to me like, bro, it's $1 million play.
Yeah.
I've done stuff like that, to be honest, when it comes to us. Like people I ain't fuck with.
Exactly.
And I was like, you was like, man, nah, it's good. I'm like, okay, bet.
Yeah.
Right. But that's basically still a sale he made to me, is like, fuck with this person, bro. Mm-hmm. And I did it based off, you've done stuff based off like people that you fuck with. They told you about some shit. You've done it. But the thing is, when we go to sales, we think that people are almost like a process. Yeah. And in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he talked about that. He said that when you do tasks, you want to be efficient, which means I want to get the task done in the shortest period of time possible.
Exactly.
He said when you deal with people, you want to be effective, not efficient, because you can't be efficient with people because you don't know what emotional things a person is going through. When I do a sales call, I always leave a bit of leeway between the next sales call because I don't want to try to be too efficient with a person. Because that person may be going through some struggles or they got a problem. Like when I talk to these people on the phone, they're having real problems in their business that they cannot solve. And they come to me to help you solve. It's almost like I become a therapist on the phone sometimes. But if I'm trying to like, imagine you in the middle of a problem. Yeah, man, you know, my dog just died. Hey, man, that's our time. You think that person gonna buy from you?
Hell
like, really think about that. You're in the middle of some real shit. Yeah, my girlfriend just broke up with you and this business is the only thing. Man, that's good, man. That's good. I got another one to go to. Table that thought on your girlfriend and your dog dying, and I'm gonna see if I can circle back to you. Yeah. All right, bro. Good talk to you.
Bye-bye.
You think he gonna be like, oh hell yeah, I'm about to buy from him. And the whole thing is when we understand that, what I understood from doing all the sales calls, like doing thousands of sales calls at this point, is the times I close deals. Like some people, they may not be able to afford your service, and that's fair enough. And we even come up with ways to get around that too. But one thing I know for sure is everybody that I've built rapport with, I'm saying about 95% of the time, that payment came through.
Of course.
95% of the time. To the point where if, let's say I send out an invoice and say, hey man, you can pay that on Friday, right? If they didn't pay on Friday, they would call me apologizing.
Yeah. That's how much rapport you got to build in this world. And most people, but see, it's defeating because, you know, we come from the hood. Like, and like at first, you are embedded. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the less friendlier you are, the cooler you are.
I ain't friendly.
Who made this game up? The longer you slept in the afternoon, the cooler you was. Remember that little game?
Yeah.
It's like if you slept, I don't wake up till 2.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, 2.
That boy sleep. It's damn near nighttime when
that
you wake
boy
up.
Sleep.
He is sleep.
But yeah, like,
or just the other game or whatever, right? Man, we ain't friendly around here, man.
Yeah,
niggas ain't friendly around here.
Yeah, like all of that. That's basically what you're saying is I'm not finna try to build no rapport with nobody.
Exactly.
And see, Drake said something that was very profound. He said, "No new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no." That's a luxury.
Yeah.
You can't, everybody can't do that.
Shit.
You get what I'm saying? It's like,
please, bro, run that back.
That's a luxury. That's a luxury. I'm telling you, it's like you talking about no new friends until you able to get to that point. That's it. My mama was at the dinner table. She was like asking me, this coexists a little bit. She was basically saying, man, what's up with the young guys getting tattoos on their face? I was basically telling her, like, these people have made a decision.
Yeah.
They don't have to fuck with anybody else.
Yeah.
They figured it out for themselves. You get what I'm saying? It's like once you reach a certain point in your life, you got it figured out. You got your money. You got your wife. You got your kids. You got your family. You got your close friends.
Yeah.
then it's no new friends. You get what I'm saying? You got your bag secured. You got all of this. That's a luxury.
But your ass, if you just starting off, you
Come on
now
now.
talking about no new. You know what I told you?
I can't afford that right now.
That's the shit that's like,
I can't even afford no new friends right now.
I told one of my partners like that, one deep shit and shit. I said, that shit is only cool in rap lyrics.
Exactly.
That shit is cool in rap lyrics. People, I came up from the bottom, that's all me. That shit is cool in rap lyrics because somebody helped your ass.
Yeah, for
somebody.
Sure.
You didn't just
For
appear out of the ether as a successful person. And then I say, you know what else echoes that sentiment?
Yeah.
Warren Buffett.
Uh-huh.
He said he wanted to make enough money. He said, I got enough money. He said, what is the difference between having billions of dollars? Because you know Warren Buffett, he don't like live in like a mansion. He lives in a regular ass house.
Yeah.
Like when I say regular ass house, the house that you was at in Ohio might be bigger than Warren Buffett's house he lives in.
Exactly.
Now, of course, he flies private and shit like that. And I'm pretty sure he got nice shit around him. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
He regular car, regular house. And then they asked him what was the biggest difference that he found when he had having so much money. He said, man, I got so much money, I don't have to do business with anybody I don't particularly care to do business with. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying that to echo the sentiment of what you saying, which is basically, that's a luxury.
That's a luxury.
That's like being able to fly private all the time.
Exactly.
It's like you can't be out here, you just starting off, I only fly private. Well, shit, you probably not going to be flying then for a while.
For a very long time, my guy.
So if you like, oh, no new friends, it's like,
have you put in the work?
This podcast don't exist.
Have you put in the work? Like, think about it. A homeless guy up the street talking about no new friends, and then Floyd Mayweather talking about no new friends. It just hit different.
Yeah, because Floyd Mayweather don't really need no more friends.
Put in the work.
He didn't got past. He didn't got all the friends. He like, yeah, I made billions of dollars. So
with these friends,
I'm kind of good now.
Yeah, these my friends.
So if you walk up and be like, man, what's up? You ain't trying to be. He could be like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
maybe you could have made him money, but he didn't made enough where it don't matter anyway.
Exactly. He don't need that.
And I think that is still in lines because the whole point is what we're talking about is that idea of why people are not friendly because they're taking that information and they're applying it to the wrong aspect of their life.
Exactly.
I need to be friendly on a sales call.
Exactly.
I need this person to like me. I was on a sales call the other day and I was a sales meeting the other day and my partner was like, that was on there with me. He's like, man, was you flirting with the girl? I said, no, I wasn't flirting with her. I say, but I am going to say nice things to the person. And it's not kiss ass shit. I'm going to talk about this real quickly because I was explaining this. I don't kiss ass or anything like that.
You just acknowledge what's good.
I acknowledge shit that people have earned.
Hell yeah.
I say the only thing that makes a compliment disingenuous is when if you say some shit that somebody didn't earn. So if I walk up to you and say, man, it's crazy, man, that you got green eyes. It's kind of like, I've always had green eyes, bro.
Yeah,
But if I say, hey, bro, I see you've been grinding on your business, bro. I respect that. You appreciate the comp because I earned that.
Yeah, I have been grinding on it. Yeah.
So the same thing she was in there, she was talking about she was the PR person for the company, and I was like, she was taking me around the thing in the venue, and I said, man, you know, the marketing and stuff y'all put together in the presentation here, I really admire how y'all did this. Mm-hmm. I really felt that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like what it is because my mindset is I'm gonna be friendly with the person. I'm gonna try to build rapport. I'm just looking for opportunities where I can build rapport with the person.
That's what I say. Once you become a real individual, I want to say the other word.
A real individual.
Keep it smooth right now. Once you become a real nigga, right? Once you become a real individual, no cap, you look for opportunities.
Oh my God. Yo, that is.
I did it on purpose.
You gotta love when you catch shit like that on the air. It's like this man was like, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna do that. Did it anyway, goddamn it. Hey, but no, once you build the characteristics of a person who wants to demonstrate how authentic that they are, you look for opportunities to do it. It's almost like when people rob your opportunities, you get mad too.
Yeah.
Or somebody be like, nah. Like sometimes my friends do so much for me, I be trying to pay for something for them, but then they don't want to let me pay for it, and I be like, like no,
I got it.
I got this one. Like no.
I got this one.
What I just said. All right then, pick that motherfucker up and let me pay. Get the hell out of the way.
But nah, I'm saying like to that point though. And before I did that, I didn't close as many sales.
Exactly.
But the whole thing is, every person wants to be appreciated for what they do, especially when you're in what we do as far as people who build businesses, who have ideas and have dreams. Mm-hmm. And the more I understand that, by the second aspect of this, and we talked about this a lot on here before, which we said your superpower was a long time ago when you said empathy was spelled with an I. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you was like, I told you it's my superpower. He was like, it starts with an I. I was like, an I? I was like, an I? But it don't matter. We already talk about that. Like, that don't matter.
I can't spell.
Yeah, we already just that's been
Make some
established.
money though, huh?
If you didn't know that, you haven't been watching us that long.
Yeah.
And we've already,
All my friends know when I text, I just however it come out.
Your text, it's almost deciphering a new language.
Yeah,
I'll sit there sometimes and be
cowboy.
like, I'll be like, oh, okay.
I think I get
like,
that right there.
Eso folafila. I'll meet you downstairs in 10.
Perfect. I'm telling you. I'll just type it and whatever come out, you got it. The
like,
words
I didn't see you text some
text.
This man sent some text and said, ooh. It was so bad. Ooh,
I fucked that one.
That was bad.
I fucked that one up. I know they don't have no idea what I'm talking about.
Why would you send that? Bro?
Because I'm communicating with so many people all day on that phone. That's what I'm saying. I've been having that phone. I've been having that same number.
That shit just funny.
Since 2005.
Somebody gonna say, oh, bet I still got that one.
You can hit it up. I'm gonna hit you with a deficient ass text message. What up, flop, and you better know what the fuck that shit means.
See, you would know what it was if you fuck with me.
You know I'm a fucking send this up via text message.
Ain't live.
Come on, man. I
ain't got no that's like me calling you right now, bro. I ain't understand text. Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm doing.
Come on, man.
But nah, what I'm saying is these people coming to you to solve problems. That's what a person is approaching you for. If you're a person who's trying to do client work,
exactly,
or even with products, solving the problem. So when a person gets on the phone, you can take the time to be empathetic and build some rapport with them. Those people, people have called pissed off about shit. You take some time to build some rapport with them, you can calm that person down.
Yep.
You can take somebody who was not fucking with your business at all before they picked up that phone to being a glowing fan of yours. In one call. That's why they say it's a thin line between love and hate. Because a lot of people, what we learn from communicating with people so much is that a lot of people just need to be heard.
No, that's how we all want. That's how we all want. You pay and respect. I just want you to be able to listen to me.
Exactly.
That's why when you catch a person that won't let you that won't let you speak, it's just so disrespectful because it's like you're not even listening to me. Mm-hmm. You're not even giving you know what I'm saying? You're not even giving me the time of day. You have to listen. You got to at least do that.
Yes.
But that's going to allow you to like a person that also allow you to not want to even speak to a person.
Yeah.
If some people build rapport and it just be like some like other shit, you be like, what is all this? Like it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like
well, I think that's what I'm talking about, the thin line between like schmoozing, as they call it, and being like authentic. Like I'm not walking into a meeting. Hey, like your shoes? You know what I'm saying? It's like
before it even started, like your shoes,
like
your hat, like your shirt, like your haircut.
Most of my conversations start with some simple stuff. Like, hey man, how's it going? Hey, how was like say New Year's just passed? How was your New Year's? Oh, it was cool. What about you? Man, can't complain. Just kind of bringing a good energy already. Mm-hmm. And then from there, like if they start talking about something, it's like, because if somebody, to me, one thing I've learned is, you ever had somebody come in the house and they do this like, right? I learned at a very young age, what that means is that person really wants to talk about something usually. They want you to be like, hey, what's wrong? Because if they didn't give a fuck, they wouldn't talk about it. Or if I just randomly out of nowhere, I'd be like, man, this shit crazy what's happening. Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, if you don't give a fuck, you don't have to engage that. But if somebody you fuck with, you probably be like, what's wrong, bro? What happened? Because that's what they want. Mm-hmm. That's what they want. So the same thing, if I'm in the middle of a sales call and somebody says, yeah, man, I hear what you're saying, man, but everything's going on with my family. That person want me to engage. They want me to help them solve that problem.
Exactly.
And if I'm trying to help them solve that problem, then what happens is I build rapport with them. If I come solve your problem, if you've been struggling to make money in your business for months, and you say, man, I'm just really struggling with being organized. And I say, look, man, on top of what I'm about to do here, I'm going to show you this little tool I've been using to keep myself organized. Like, I really believe this can help you. Because you already put together a good business, but it's the only thing that's holding you back. Well, let me help you with that too. I'm not even going to charge you for that. I'm just going to give you that because I want to see you win. You succeeding with us only benefits our business. Mm-hmm. So when you build clients that way, when you build customers that way, what happens is them customers, it's hard for those customers to leave you. I'm not saying we never lost a customer, but it is hard for them to leave when I've built rapport with them. And the ones that we do good work for and I got rapport for them, they just love it. They don't mind paying. They don't mind doing anything. Mm-hmm. Because they like, oh, I fuck with y'all.
Exactly.
And then we talked about the habit of doing more than you paid for. And I believe that's a good way to approach everything. When people come to us, most people are gonna try to, like, I've seen it with you because you got a bunch of followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way people approach you, it's very like takerish energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either what you can do for me.
Can you wear the shirt for me and
Exactly.
post it on the?
Or
I could, bro. But if you would just build some rapport for me, you don't even understand that I do all that shit for you for free.
exactly.
I won't even charge you for it if you build enough rapport for me. I'll be beating your line up trying to get some shirts.
Yeah, where them shirts at? What's name just did that with his brand?
Exactly.
Zoo. There's a guy in LA, big follower, like hundreds of thousands of followers. Just hit him up, man. I like the stuff you got going, man. He said, man, I'm gonna send it to you, right? But because of how he gets on his story and he builds rapport, people fuck with him. And so if somebody fucks with you, they gonna put your shit on. My man, like this man didn't have to be like, oh, bro, will you put this on for? Like, come on,
Yeah.
come on. That's
Build
easy.
rapport. You got a lot of rapport.
Because I fuck with him.
Exactly.
So I think that's the biggest thing. Like, people come to you if they really understood, like, if I really wanted Cowboy to do something, how could I build rapport? But you know why people don't do it? Because the rapport part of it and the empathy part of it requires you to actually give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it really comes down to. It's like when I get on the phone call, I'm like, I've gotten to the point where I understand like what my role is when somebody comes to me for a product or service. If it's a website, if it's digital marketing, is it that?
Yeah.
See, if you think it's that, that's what you're paying for from me, then you've missed the mark. You can get a website from anywhere, whatever, right? But
go to fucking Wix and do it.
yeah, and it's not gonna be. We already talked about that.
Yeah, of course.
But
you gonna walk out there with a $10 website,
$10, and it's gonna be worth $10.
Worth $10.
But what you're gonna get is somebody who's gonna help you solve your problems and get to a point, get to a goal you want in life. Because everything you're doing, you're doing it, but there's another goal behind it. You may be building a business, right? But maybe the real goal behind that is supporting your family. So if I'm empathetic and I build rapport with you and I find out that real reason that, hey, yeah, man, I'm trying to build this business, but this business is going to allow me to support my family. Like the guy on the phone, he started talking about, man, I need to be able to see my son. I need to be able to, like, I would work on my business more or this aspect of my business more, but I got a family.
Yeah.
So when I say, look, you know what's the good thing about this? That when you work with us, you're going to have more time to do that because our team, our ad team is going to take care of this. You don't have
give
time.
you reports at the end of the month so you
can make decisions.
Exactly.
You don't have time to do this shit. I explained to him how I don't have time to do a lot of shit, so I've had to build a team.
Mm-hmm.
So now me and him build rapport because me and him both understand, because we're both business people, that this is something we both struggle with, valuing our time. Do you think, just think about that, do you think he's more likely or less likely to buy from me knowing that we share that? Knowing that I understand his problem is not necessarily does he know about advertising?
Exactly. Or he trying to just get a bunch of more money or
it's
something like
like
that. I mean, of course, that's the...
Yeah. Of course he wants more money.
But it's a real deep thing.
Well, money, think about it, right? I know you want to make a lot of money. D.
Yeah.
But we talked about this shit. It's shit you want to do with the money.
Yeah.
It's not so much. If
the lifestyle you want to live, it's the shit that you want with the money.
Well, it could be shit as simple as, you know, when I pull up around Christmas, I want to be the uncle who drops off the presents. You may think that's not nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to be somebody in your family who's a pillar of your family. That's why maybe you want to build a business. It's not always about that you just want to make money and stun everybody. Maybe in your family has always struggled and been in poverty, and you want to be the person to lead your family out of poverty. You want to be the one to change your family's trajectory. This is why you building a business. And if I understand that about you, because I've taken time to build some rapport, and I'm like, look, now I understand about you, I'm gonna show you how we can get you to the point where you could do that. I'm just aligning my service, and then I'm solving the problem for you. I'm building rapport, and that closes clients like crazy.
Left and right.
Because now we built a connection, we built a friendship, we built a relationship. And I'm gonna make sure I do good work for you. We always talk about that. Habit of doing more than you pay for. I'll make sure I do good work for you.
That's just gonna bring the referrals and just keep you always want to keep the client on their heels. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to be just on flat on your back.
Calling you. Hey, bro, where's that?
Where's the shit at? Where's the shit at?
Oh, man.
Fuck. The project.
You right.
Forgot about that.
I was supposed to be on your shit.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying though, but if you care about the person, you're going to make sure that project good too.
Exactly.
Because now that I know that about him, even on my end, even as a client, it's good to build rapport with the people that you getting services from.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a person's a good person, and they know like, man, you going through this and you got this and this what you trying to do, they gonna be like, man, I'm gonna make sure I get that project done.
Man, that's what we want to do. If we the only reason why we go certain places is because we just kind of have to, like places like Walmart and shit like that, right? If I had a homeboy who like was on some shit like, yo, bro, I got all of the groceries here, my little grocery store around the corner, like everything you got at Walmart, I got it here. It's just like right up the street. It's not as big as Walmart.
I know,
yet.
man, you be busy. You don't be wanting to go over to Walmart.
Yeah, just come over here by me. I'm like, oh man, that's my boy.
Yeah,
I'm for sure finna go right over here to my boy.
Why would I go to Walmart?
I know him.
Yeah,
I know him. Now, Walmart is a bit aggressive. Some people only get their groceries from, specific spots like, produce and shit like that, Whole Foods or whatever.
But I think the example still stands though.
Yeah.
He's like, look, man, I know you like to eat healthy, and I got all the supplements and everything at my grocery store also.
Exactly.
It's like, but they know something about you. The empathy. It's like, you know what I've noticed? I can tell you specific things about all my clients and customers now that I've talked on the phone with. I can tell you if they got kids. I can tell you if they got families. I can tell you what their goals and ambitions are for the year. I can tell you past just they want a website. It's like to the outside world, if somebody talk to me, because I'm not talking about like specifically anybody to another person, but to the outside world, like, oh yeah, I'm doing a website.
Yeah.
But when I see their hopes and dreams and I understand like building rapport with them, like if I can get them to their goals, if I can help them accomplish their goals, it results in money. I think that's what people don't understand. I know stuff about my clients. Back when I was just taking sales calls and I was just trying to close deals, I don't know shit about those clients. And the fact that they didn't purchase from me, that's the reason.
Sense in the world.
And they shouldn't have.
I wouldn't have purchased.
Why would you? I'm not mad at that, but it allowed me to step back and say, bro, you got to learn how to build more rapport and build more empathy and just give a fuck a little bit more. Because I actually did give a fuck, but I was so focused on just trying to close the deals that I didn't understand the easiest way to close deals is just to build a little rapport and care a little bit more. And then that person is going to then want to pay.
Exactly.
Because anybody you do business with, you want to feel comfortable doing business. Like, okay, I feel like this person's got my back. We all want that.
Now that's what this shit is for.
Especially if you're going to come up off that money.
Yeah, that paying for something is the most passionate thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's like, and the only reason why you would even do that is because you either need it, or you just like you gotta have it.
Even going back to your Walmart analogy though, right? Like you going to Walmart usually because Walmart just got cheap prices and you just need to get the shit, right? It's not like, I don't think, for me, I've never got like an amazing customer service experience.
At Walmart?
Yeah. Like, well, it depends on the Walmarts, but.
I mean, it's no really.
But I mean, I never get like a, ooh man, they just went above me. It's like, it's not bad. It just is. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't
think they have that much opportunity to give customer service at Walmart. I feel like at this point, everybody should know where the shit at.
You don't go to the register and people are always like, hey, welcome to Walmart.
Hell no.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like Chick-fil-A is like that though.
Yeah, because I feel like they're a little bit more new.
Yeah, they a cult though.
Yeah, and they're newer.
I feel like
Walmart, get Chick-fil-A another 30, 40 years. Boys gonna be at the house. What's good?
I feel like when you get hired for Chick-fil-A,
it's gonna be Burger King. They'll pull up the Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
What's up, bro?
You know how they normally say my pleasure. You gonna say, yeah, that's a bit.
No, I feel like the difference with Chick-fil-A is when you get hired, they take you into like a little room and strap you down to a seat and make you watch customer service videos over and over till you brain
45 days straight.
It's like you go in there, man, I'm just about to do this at Chick-fil-A. And then they take you to the room, you come back. How's it going?
My pleasure.
My pleasure to serve you. What's the rule? Chick-fil-A has great service. Chick-fil-A has great service. Chick-fil-A has great service. Chick-fil-A has great. Because I seen a
barbecue or Chick-fil-A sauce.
I seen a meme. They forgot to put the barbecue sauce in somebody's thing. This man jumped out the window and chased the car down. I say, bro, it is no way in hell you getting that from McDonald's. Bro, there's no way in hell, bro.
The guy jumped out the window to chase you down.
Think about that. Think about that.
He ain't even go out the front door.
He just jumped through the little window.
Which is 9 times out of 10, right there by the exit.
You know what I'm saying? Full sprint. I'm like,
ma'am.
You probably like, what the fuck? You forgot your Polynesian sauce.
She like,
I love Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Exactly.
Look what he just did.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying though. Like when you look at shit like that, I'm saying like going above and beyond. But the real thing is just building that rapport with people. Like, if you take time to build more rapport with people, have empathy for people, it just goes to every aspect of your business. You made a good point at the beginning of this, D, which was like this right here. This is something that we take time to do, not just because it's some cool content. It's because this allows us to build rapport with our people. Like, when people watch our videos and stuff like that, we've gotten so many clients because they like, oh, I watched the podcast. And when you watch the podcast, you get an idea into our world, the type of people we are.
Mm-hmm.
So you get our sense of humor. Maybe you like our sense of humor.
Maybe that's all you like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's all you like.
Then you like, damn.
Because some people, man, I'm telling you, some people literally just fuck with us, and they like, man, I would just rather y'all do it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even know nothing else. They don't even know.
I've had people call me about topics that I'm not well versed in. They just like, well, shit, I still would rather you just tell me.
Bro, dude called me the other day, and he's like, bro, come outside. Luckily, I had the receipt book in my pocket, but he was like, bro, just here go the money right here that we were talking about a while back. I just, man, I fuck with you. I just want you to do it. Yeah. The sales meeting, I didn't even.
Yeah, he didn't go outside. Okay, this is the sales structure.
Yeah, right? No. He just like that. He fucked with us. I fucked with him too. Shit, I told him a bunch of times, man, I love what y'all do.
I'm saying, like, I can tell you this, like, the sales structure is usually simple. It's like you do a little rapport building in the beginning, but you do it throughout too. Because if you try to structure it like thinking like good sales structures would be like, you do a little bit of rapport building or whatever, and then you have like it's a structure to it. Mm-hmm. Like, we use a structure, but in that situation, what was the structure? You walk down and got the, like,
that's it.
If somebody was sitting there and you was like a sales student, teacher, how'd you do it? You're like,
that was absolutely nothing but rapport. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Think about it.
It's just somebody I've been knowing.
Yeah.
For at least
like let's
2
say
years.
Let's say I was another competing company and I'm trying to sell them the same thing. How much more difficult would it be for me to try to get that customer from you? I might go and do a full sales, look at this and look at my numbers and my metrics, and I work with this many clients and stuff like that. And they might still be like, that's cool, man. I'm gonna go with my boy.
My boy over here, man. I'm gonna see what he's talking about.
So I would say rapport is the ultimate. Rapport and empathy are the ultimate tools to become a closer. Because once you get those things, people will just close.
Yeah.
Once you think of it as, I'm a person trying to solve this person's problem. Like me, that's how I enter every call. It's like, not I'm trying to sell you something. I'm trying to solve your problems. Same thing with our entire business model. The reason we do Mama's House to Penthouse and answer people's questions, I want you to think about that. Mm-hmm. We answer people's questions, and we rarely, every once in a while, we have an episode for us.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, like really never.
But once in a while, once a year maybe.
Yeah, that 1 year review.
But for the most part, we try to solve people's problems because we're engaging empathy. And we know if we can help solve people's problems, somebody say, man, yeah, I called in one time, or I wrote in one time.
And y'all answered it.
And y'all answered my question, like, I fuck with that. Even if they don't purchase something, they might be like, hey, bro, maybe they don't need our services. Mm-hmm. But their friend needs our service, and they like, hey, I referred
exactly
these people to you by this person because, what's his name? Gary Walker just referred somebody to me.
Exactly.
Big client.
G-Walk.
Watches the podcast. Does a lot of the photography here and stuff like that. I'm just saying, you could think like ABC, I love it all. Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross, always be closing. I'm with it all or whatever, right? You know what it takes to sell real estate? It takes brass balls to sell real estate. Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers. Wolf of Wall Street, all that. I fuck with all of it. Mm-hmm. But behind all of it is basically, if you build that rapport, that's what makes you dynamite.
That's probably what was it called? Was that Glenn Gary, or Glenn Gary was the owner of the company, right?
What?
These are the Glenn Gary leads. Who said that?
Yeah, the company was Glenn Gary.
Yeah, who was he?
They never
had a name, right?
If you watch the whole movie, he comes in the beginning of the movie, does that, and he leaves. And I think it was the way the director intended, because it was like, they kept asking, who are you? And he was like, fuck you, that's my name. Because it's like he's almost representing a type of energy about, like, being a closer and sales and shit like that. Like, that's why he was never named.
Exactly.
So the thing is, but what I'm saying is, A, B, C, always be, it's very aggressive, right? But the thing is, I think I take always be closing. It's kind of like
that's how I would teach it to my sales reps, but I would expect at this point
For
that
them
you
to
understand that you also need
have
to
to have it. Well, the thing
have
is,
some empathy
I would
and
say
be engaged in some sort.
I would say, so this is a good point. I'm glad we got to this. What I would say always be closing means is like always keep the fact that you still are on a sales call.
Yeah.
You don't want to go on a 6-hour therapy session and then just get off the phone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Jordan Belfort calls the straight line, right?
Yeah.
Like a sale is on the line, and then when you get too far off, it's like it's off the line.
Yeah.
Where you want to try to stay on the line of the sale all the time. So yeah, I'm building rapport. I'm looking for my opportunities to build rapport because I know without rapport, you're not gonna purchase from me. But I'm still moving it forward. That's what the structure is really for, to keep you moving it forward. Like if you need no structure and you can keep it moving forward,
Then
well, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you don't do that. If that's working for you, hey, do that. You know what I'm saying? But
Understanding the structure and having both of them is will make you the ultimate.
Yeah, it will.
Definitely will.
Definitely will. But with that being said, I think that was good, man.
Nah, I like closing.
Yeah, you want to give your final thoughts?
Yeah, I close it out real quick. You know what I'm saying? My final thoughts. I say, realistically, it's building rapport and just engaging empathy in general. It's just something that you should just practice on a daily basis, even if you're not selling anything. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, you're always selling something. You get what I'm saying? You are selling yourself to your friends. You're selling the idea to your friends. You're selling your friends on this new restaurant that you want them to try. You're always selling something.
Yep.
So just the next time that you get into a very passionate moment where you're trying to convince somebody to do something, convince somebody to pay you some money, convince somebody to go to this new restaurant, just try these two things. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a new person. Now, if you already have a friend that you've been with, you can't build no more rapport with them. You just try to engage some empathy. Maybe they'll come to your new restaurant that you want them to try. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I know you want it. You know
well, maybe you do need to have your shit together at that point.
Yeah, maybe you should have
maybe they just like, I love you, bro, but your shit be unorganized.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Making sure those two things are intact will definitely increase all aspects of life. Not even just, you know what I'm saying, sales in general, but yeah. Engage those two things, and those are my final thoughts.
Man, amazing thoughts, bro. Beautifully put.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I think my biggest thing is, don't think that the technical aspect is unimportant. That's not what we're saying. I'm a technical person. I have a sales structure every time I go in. But I've also had to learn the opposite end of that spectrum and get into more what you have really been helpful with me, to be honest, with is, like, build rapport with these people. Give a fuck a little bit more. It's not that you don't give a fuck necessarily.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you're just not thinking about it because you're so focused on getting to point A in the interaction, point B in the interaction, point C in the interaction, that you just lose the life, the soul. It just like sucks it out of it.
Not to cut you out, this is your final thought, so I don't want to elongate it anymore. But remember, we were talking about in the sales.
Yeah, you just gotta.
I want to disagree with Jordan Belfort on the straight line, man.
Well,
you shouldn't be straight line in the sale. You should be flowing around a little bit. You shouldn't be like this.
yeah.
You know.
But I mean, I think that's the general point, though.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just but don't drift. Yeah, there you go.
I would say it's just don't be in there purposeless. So don't think because we saying.
To me, straight line just seems like you just trying to close the deal. Like you're not gonna drift off and do nothing.
I guess the thing is, like, when you drifting off too much, because I feel like even with that, you still got to come off it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, don't just go all into outer space.
Yeah.
And I think the thing is, what I'm saying is understanding. I'm a big fan of the technical aspect. If you know anything about us, if you ever met me personally, you would understand how technical and detail oriented I am. As far as like, this is the business system, this is how it's supposed to run, this is the structure, this is how it's supposed to run, this is the systems and process. And somebody that's in that mindset, what I had to learn is like, just slow down, build a little rapport with somebody. You know, compliment them on what they do, right? Take time to understand their problems. And then what you'll find, once you find what I would call the true problem, because everybody has the problem of the website, but what's the true problem?
Yeah, exactly.
I want the website because I'm trying to grow my brand and I want to use this to make money because I don't like doing this job over here anymore. Oh, so what am I really trying to do? I'm trying to help you gain freedom from the lifestyle that you have.
Exactly.
Which
so
is
this is much deeper than a
website.
Yeah, exactly.
And that goes with every service pretty much. We don't buy things because we want the thing. We want the experience or the problem that the thing solves. And if you've been in sales and marketing for a long time, you know that's what you market to. I could tell you, hey, buy my camera, but what is the camera solving? Go deep. What was the camera really solving? Is it that it's going to record me, or is it going to solve the problem that, hey, I want to be influential and put my ideas out there and impact people's lives? And I feel like this camera is the vessel to do that. Exactly. Now, if a person sold you this camera with that basis, it's going to make it a lot more powerful and a lot more just engaging to even think about if you want to get the camera.
You're going to make that emotional decision and you're going to rationalize. You're going to just be like,
justify a lot. This got to be the best camera. She told me that I could become influential. So just keep that in mind, that build empathy, build rapport, add that into your repertoire, and watch how your sales, watch how your marketing, watch how every aspect of your business grows up. Because once you know the people, once you know your customer, you know your client, you know those people, I promise those people, once they feel like you understand their problems, will give you money.
Facts.
You want to give them your stuff so we can get out of here?
Yes, sir. Country Cowboy on all platforms, 2 Y's at the end. www.countrycowboy.com. Make sure you run over there and look at all of the different websites that we have on there. So it's just the physical website has all of the websites that we have. I got merch on there that you can go get. I got the YouTube Who is Country Cowboy, the whole movie is on that list of websites that you can go to.
Watch that thing.
To get you some better credit, you need to go over there. I bought this book, and the book helped me really, 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 like, get the credit shit together.
What was your credit before?
Huh?
What was your credit before?
My credit before was like, I would say like 550. And
what is it now?
724.
Sheesh.
So I'm saying, so like all of the stuff that we found out in that book, it's on my website too, because the book was so good. You know what we on? I'm like, man, I'm trying to help people get to where they need to go.
Of course.
That's really what this whole shit is about. Like that's why we continue doing this podcast and everything. But go over there and get that. You know what I'm saying? Also, on my list as well, I have my online course, The Influencer. You still need to go get that. It's still less expensive than a pair of pants. Okay, you need to go grab it. It's over there, right there for you. I was talking to my people on my YouTube channel the other day. I told them, I say, listen, this is the fastest way to grow on any social media platform, even the ones that haven't came out yet.
Clubhouse just came out.
Clubhouse came out. You can use these same principles on Clubhouse. I'm doing it right now. I'm already at I just got on Clubhouse. I'm already like 1,000, somewhere like that. I'm getting up there. You know what I'm saying? We going up. But these principles are helping me. So grab the influencer. You know what I'm saying? Go do that right now. So that's pretty much,
Yeah.
the hoopla and the hoopla.
So me, Princeton Hicks on everything. PRINSTON HICKS. Like I said, you just need to come get into the mix with us. Come get in the mix with us. I got coaching calls. If you want to go deep on strategy, like I'm not gonna be able to go as deep on strategy unless you actually talk to me, because I'm gonna be able to specifically look at your specific problems. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on the phone with you. I'm gonna look at your specific problem. I'm gonna look at where you are, where you're trying to get to, and I'm gonna say, hey, this is the best way you can get here, and this is the tools you can utilize.
Yeah.
And if you get on there with me, I don't think anybody's got on a coaching call with me, or anybody I've really worked with or mentored in the last 5 years that hasn't gone from wherever they're at now to being successful, like whether it's moving out their mama's house, creating 6-figure businesses, anything like that. I don't think that anybody who comes coached by us at this point is not gonna go up.
Exactly.
So there's that. Also, how to start a business in 30 days. If you don't know your business, in the beginning we talked about you should know your business. But if you don't know your business, let me help you know your business, right? How to start a business in 30 days is the ultimate guide to building a profitable business without leaving the comfort of your home. You don't need an MBA, any of that type of stuff.
Wow.
What you need is to understand this stuff, because I'm telling you, man, I am telling you, D.
Yeah.
This shit is gonna make you more profitable than a drug dealer at a 420 festival. And I'm not bullshitting with you. You need to go get it right now.
420 festival?
At a 420 festival. He just out there clocking. They there for it.
Or a dispensary in Houston.
Exactly.
Shit.
In a place where it's illegal. That's the type of money you can
Man,
make
they had a
by
weed.
building
They
a
had a
profitable
weed
business.
company at a bar the other day out here.
Oh, they got them.
Doing like pre-rolls.
They got the company that delivers weed.
What is it legal or is it not legal?
It's not. It's
It's like what is
some
that?
places it's still not legal, but it's
Like Texas is tripping
It's
out,
like
man.
it's ready to emerge. But the point being, if you want to build a business, if you want to get financial freedom, if you want to experience the feeling of telling your boss, fuck you, and I'm about to do my own thing. If you want to be the person who your family looks up to and everybody in the community says, man, you did it. If you want to be the person who can, when the rap songs come on, I got it out the mud and you really did. What's that song? Ain't nobody give me shit. Bought my own car, started my own dealership. If you want that feeling, and also to make it profitable, make money where it's just not something that's draining on you. And last but not least, you don't build it in a way where it just sucks up all your time and you just stressed all the time because you're like, here's my business, but I don't know how to automate this shit. Go get How to Start a Business in 30 Days. Not only do you get all the 50 modules that we have now, but we also are adding more modules to help you make money, learn ways to automate your business better, to make sure that you build this in a profitable way, in a way that integrates in your life that is not stressful. Go to howtostartabusinessin30days.com right now. Take advantage of this. There's hundreds of other people, thousands of other people taking advantage of this right now. Become one of them. Create that financial freedom in your life. Build your legacy. And you got anything else to say to him, D?
Sadate.
Yeah, I open my eyes, I see them snakes in the sky, saying that they down the ride, really they down for the ride, really they down for a piece of my pie. Look in my eyes, you can see that I'm tired. Look at my ties, you can see I got drive. All these emotions, I put them aside. All this potential, I bring it to life. I look them dead in the eyes, cause I really want it, and I'm really working, and I'm really stressing now because I'm nervous.